All right, Siedda, we are live. Today, you guys, I'm here with Siedda Hines. She is a lender over at GMFS Mortgage here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And today we're gonna discuss three commonly asked questions that people always are constantly asking us about financing when you're trying to purchase a home. So I'm gonna let Siedda introduce herself to you guys and give a little more of her background in the lending industry.
Hi guys, hope y'all are having a great day today. We first want to thank you guys for sharing this moment with us. And I want to thank you, Ms. Arnold, for allowing me the opportunity to
you're welcome.
Be interviewed by you. But I'm excited. As you stated, I'm a mortgage loan originator at GMFS Mortgage in Baton Rouge, the Sherwood office, and I've been in the mortgage industry 2 years now. And I've done a lot of deals in a short amount of time. And my goal is to show people how to strategically purchase a home and start creating generational wealth for their family. So I'm excited. And like I said, before, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. So I appreciate you coming on and taking the time out of your day. So we're going to jump straight into it. We got one person watching us. Hey. So somebody say, hey, cousin. I don't know. Or that must be your cousin. So, the first question that I get a lot, and I know Siedda gets a lot, is what type of first-time home buyers programs are out there for first-time home buyers? Can you give us clarity on that, Siedda?
Yes. So I always tell clients after the crisis that happened, a lot of the things that was implemented is to protect home buyers, whether it's first-time home buyers, second, third, fifth home buyers. But as far as first-time home buyers, there's a lot of programs that's catered towards first-time home buyers. So you have down payment first-time home buyers programs, and you have some programs that don't require you to have a down payment. For example, so USDA rural development. And that program is 100% financing of the sales price. It's first-time home buyers, and you don't have to put down a down payment. Now, the tricky thing with USDA is you can only have this much debt. So it's not that you can't purchase a home if you don't qualify for USDA. What we typically do then is show you one of the other first-time home buyers programs. So FHA, believe it or not, is a first-time home buyers program. Conventional is also a first-time home buyers program. And what clarifies you as a first-time home buyers is if you have not purchased a home in the last 3 years, you're now considered a first-time home buyer again. So when you say first-time home buyers, the programs are there. There's several different programs. It's just some require a down payment and some don't. Now, the good thing about it is, let's say you don't qualify for a USDA loan. There's still another option, as I mentioned, FHA and conventional. Those are both down payment programs for first-time home buyers that require a small down payment. Now, let's say if you don't have the money for that down payment, then that's okay. There's what's called down payment assistance. And here at GMFS, we do have a down payment assistance program that's called CAFA that will give you 3% or 4% of your down payment. So basically what I'm trying to say is everybody can get into a home, but you just have to be realistic. Because if you can't purchase right now with one of the no down payment programs, there's still options available for you. Typically, what I always do is look at their rural development loan first with clients. And if they can't qualify, I let them know why they can't qualify for that particular program.
Gotcha. That's great information. Great clarity too, because a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people ask that question and they just don't know. So I appreciate you clarifying on that. Okay. Another question that I get asked a lot, especially now since we have a lot of millennials and people that are graduating from college that do want to purchase a home, I get asked a lot, can you purchase a home straight out of college? So you're literally just graduating from college. You don't want to move into an apartment, or maybe you stay with your mom and dad and you want to get your own place and purchase a home. Is that possible?
Correct. So I'm glad you brought this topic up because guidelines change frequently. So I always tell clients, please stay off of Google. I am your Google. I will tell, and I believe in being transparent because at the end of the day, my reputation is everything. So guidelines change frequently. So prior to December, if you did what's called the rural development loan, then as long as you had your offer letter right out of college from your new employer, you can purchase. And that was as of December last year. Guidelines have changed a little bit. So basically you have to show 12 months of history in the same field. So let's say you graduated in college in May, and let's say you start that job in May. As long as you have that 12-month history in whatever field it is, let's say you go work at the plant. As long as you've been an operator for 12 months, then you can do what's called a rural development loan. Now, for the other loan programs, they want to see a 2-year history of employment. So not on the same job. And that's where a lot of people, get tied up. So not 2 years on the same job, but the other programs outside of USDA, you need to show a 2-year work history.
Right.
With gaps no more than 6 months. If it's more than a 6-month gap, then you have to explain, and it can't be, I just decided to take off work just because, I wanted to keep this dream of being a entrepreneur. It has to be a legitimate, I wouldn't say excuse, but it has to be a legitimate reason why you took off more than 6 months. So if you're right out of college, you have to wait at least 12 months if you want to go with a rural development loan. To be able to go with that program. And I mean, why not? Because it's no down payment. The other programs, you have to show the 2-year work history, not in the same, it doesn't have to be on the same job, but, consistently
working.
If it's more than a 6 months gap, then you need to explain why you had that gap. Now, it kind of gets a little tricky when it's, if you're doing an FHA, let's say you've been here, you've been there, you've been there, you've been there. In a 2-year time frame, then they want to see that either one, you got a raise as far as in position, right, or you taking some type of secondary education. You're just not going from job to job.
Right. Okay. That's good clarity, because I know a lot of people kind of get a little confused when it comes to how long you need to be on your job and things like that. So just for re-clarification, you can buy a home when you get out of college, but it's just a specific type of loan that you have to look into, and you have to be on your job for at least 12 months. Is that correct?
For rural development. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. So the next question, and this is one that I get a lot. Everybody right now is trying to create generational wealth, like you said earlier. And a lot of millennials and people that are buying homes right now, they're not weary of taking on the task of buying a fixer-upper or a foreclosed property. But traditionally, if you want to buy a home that maybe has been flood damaged or has a substantial amount of damage, usually you do have to have cash. But there are some loans, that a lot of people don't know about, because I get this question a lot. Joe, can you send me foreclosures and things of that nature? So I just want to bring clarity to what type of loan would qualify to buy that type of property.
Okay, that's actually a good question, because a lot of clients, let's say if their price point is kind of on the lower end, it's not much inventory out there. And so then they say, hey, well, I saw a foreclosure home. Can I get that home? The main thing before anything, you want to get pre-approved. So once you get that pre-approval, typically in order to have the best shot at a foreclosure is conventional. Because like you said, typically with those foreclosed homes is cash offers. So the next closest thing to a cash offer is a conventional loan. But remember, conventional is also a first-time home buyer's loan. So it requires a small down payment of 3%. So if you present an offer as far as a foreclosed home with a conventional loan, those can close in 2 to 3 weeks, which is just like cash. So you're more likely to get your offer accepted. If you do FHA or USDA, those loans can take 30 days to 45 days. So you may not be the best offer and the bank may not accept your offer. So the closest thing to cash is a conventional loan. However, conventional is a first-time home buyers program as well, but it requires a 3% down payment. Now, from the aspect of repair, so typically most of the loans, you can't have over $5,000 in cosmetic repairs that's needed. So if you find a foreclosure home, it's basically move-in ready, then you can put in an offer on that home and the bank will finance it. If it's a mess and it needs more than $5,000 in repairs,
like a total rehab, right?
yeah, then you have to do what's called either a 203K loan or a renovation construction loan. We do have a renovation construction loan at GMFS Mortgage, and basically you can buy the property and get money for repairs if you find not only a foreclosure home, but a home that needs repairs. So you can, so don't be afraid.
Right.
But just know it is, it is a task. But those houses are available for finance.
I'm glad we cleared that up because I get that a lot. So we are pretty much done today. I appreciate everybody that came in and watched the video. Siedda, can you do me a huge favor and give everybody your contact information? I'm also going to make sure that I put it below this video. But if you guys have any questions or concerns, please comment under this video so that we can get those questions and concerns. Feel free to send us a message on social media as well. And feel free to call or text us. We're here to help. That's our main goal, is to make sure you guys are educated on the home buying process and what needs to be done. So drop them your phone number and your email if you want. Well, you want.
My telephone number is 225-252-1912. If I don't answer, I'll leave a voicemail, but I will call you right back. And my email is shines, that's HINES, at gmfslending.com. And I'm at the Sherwood branch, so off of Sherwood and Coursey.
All right, you guys. And of course, I'm Joanna Arnold with eXp Realty here in Baton Rouge. You guys feel free to send me a message or call or text me. All my information is right here on my page. I appreciate you, Siedda, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.